Hey guys, welcome back to another Six Flags Great America drone update. This is the first of the year for the Wrath of Rakshasa. This is the park's new B&M dive coaster for 2025. And just a couple of weeks after the park closed for the season, we are back to kind of check out what is going on at the park now that the park's closed. Starting over at the front of the park here, nothing super big is going on. One of the three projects that we're kind of taking a look at right now is the solar farm that was announced last year during No Coaster Con and just got a preliminary approval from the village of Gurney. This project will cover parts of the parking lot, mainly this front section over here, with solar panels that will act as roofs and car parks over the actual cars, but also generate a lot of power for the park. This will be a neat little project, but we don't really see anything on site yet. I still believe they need one additional approval before they can go to production. However, that will be happening sometime soon, and I will keep an eye on that. I've taken a look around the front of the park, and I haven't really noticed anything other than up here at the front gate. They've been working on this new front gate project for quite a bit at this point, but I don't think they've ever actually announced it, but it's obviously clear that they're working on the front gate and building a new front gate. During Fright Fest, they had moved the security to this front new pavilion, and then this whole fence has gone in. However, the old ticket taking pavilion was still there. But if we can look here, there's only one roof, that front roof that used to be the security, which will, I'm guessing, now be the ticket scanning pavilion, but the back one is gone. This is, I think, part of the plans. I don't think they've really announced anything on this yet, but it would make a lot of sense. This front area gets quite congested with people taking pictures in front of the carousel and everything, so it makes sense to give it a little bit more room to breathe up there. Overall, yeah, the new front entrance is looking a lot nicer. It definitely expands the security area of the park, if not the attractions area. And I'm hoping over the next couple of months we'll see some more progress on this and it'll fully open for next year instead of just kind of being half done like it was this year. One thing I have noticed is I don't think they've put the Christmas tree up yet on Skytrack Tower. Usually they put a large Christmas tree up on the flagpole of Skytrack Tower, so hopefully they continue with that tradition. Here's another angle of the new entrance and the newly removed pavilion. Overall, yeah, not a whole lot to see back here. Looking over in the employee lot, we can finally see the Wrath of Rakshasa track. We can see that there's quite a bit of track on site. I think the park's really only posted and made public a couple of pieces, but as you can see, there's quite a few pieces of track here. It looks like a lot of this track is actually for the main layout. I'm not sure, of course, where exactly these parts will be going, but I really love the color scheme, and I can't wait to see it up in the center of the park. I really think it's going to look fantastic. One thing that you were able to see before from the train in the park was a bunch of caissons, or the metal containers for the footers. And as you can see, a lot of them are missing. So they used to be all along the whole row back by the junkyard, and also all along the grass here. However, they're really only by the grass here. So that means to me that they're, coming up on finally finishing footer installation, and hopefully they'll be moving to vertical track work soon. Finally, at our other position over here, we can see more of the actual site. We can see that there's this beautiful bright yellow crane that's on site. The park's crane is more of a dull yellow, so this definitely seems to be contracted out either for Wrath installation or potentially just other off-season maintenance tasks. You can see that many of the coasters are being worked on right now. Raging Bull has its transfer track in its non-standard position, and yeah, overall you can they're definitely winterizing the park. You can see Ricochet doesn't have any of his ride vehicles or anything. Looking over at Sky Striker, last year's new edition, you can see that the ride has been winterized. It looks like they're just putting covers over the ride vehicle and calling it a day. It's nice to see all this grass finally growing in and kind of this construction project more or less complete. Looks very nice on the skyline, especially from outside of the park with the lights. and it was a great ride, so I can't wait for another great blue edition this year. Another thing you can see is actually every morning while the park is running, they hose down the midways, and this is why. You can see the insane amount of dirt tracks that are running through the midways right now from all the construction vehicles going in and out. It looks like this is the main route that they're using, going underneath Goliath, all around, and then over to the Wrath site. It looks like they may have disassembled or removed some of the posts, but they definitely removed the canopies from over where Revolution used to stand just for construction access. But yeah, onto the good stuff. As we can see, the site is definitely in shambles. They're definitely working very hard at getting all these footers in. You can just see all those white circles where there's footers. This is going to be a very compact ride, kind of similar to X-Flight next door, where there's track wrapping up and over and all around itself, and there's quite a lot of footers needed to do that. You can see that more of the midway has been chopped up, and there's still a little bit of the county fair sign there, but not all of it, which is actually located just over here. You can see the rest of the county fair sign. It's actually very easy to see from Raging Bull. But it looks like that sign will be replaced. It also looks like Demon's Q has been like more or less completely ripped up. Obviously the back portion here hasn't really been touched, but this whole front portion has been raised, as there will be footers going in there. That'll be really great because this queue is an absolute mess, and a lot of people would go down the wrong side and just have overall issues with it. So it'll be nice for it to get a brand new queue. It'd be really nice if Demon could get a couple new theming elements. I know the rockwork was obviously recently taken down, but it'd be nice to give this beloved ride a little bit of love, similar to what happened with Poltergeist at Six Flags Fiesta Texas. But yeah, honestly, not a whole lot to look at in terms of Wrath. Some of the big drills have left the site, and some of the big, the really big pile driving equipment is gone. I'm guessing they still have a couple footers left to do. Maybe they just already drilled the holes and just haven't been able to pour the concrete yet. Or maybe they're done with footers and they just have a bunch of parts left over. But either way, the site should hopefully be going vertical soon. I obviously don't know when, but that'll hopefully be soon. It's actually really funny that you can just kind of see these two buildings. I think it's Totally Kicking Chicken and then Demon Snacks. They're both of the buildings I believe are going to stay, but obviously they're kind of on their own little islands right now. Demon Snacks, I think, will be converted into the exit gift shop for Wrath. Then I think Totally Kicking Chicken is just going to stay as a chicken stand. Overall, yeah, that's what's going on at the park. Obviously, it's been pretty soon since the park closed, but they definitely haven't stopped working, and I'm sure that they're trying to get all of this concrete in before the snow and freeze comes. Hopefully, we'll be able to see the track going up soon, and yeah, I'll be back in a couple of weeks to get another update. Look for maybe not weekly updates at this point, but every 2 or 3 weeks I will be updating you guys with a new drone update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.